Moscow says that the alleged Ukrainian attack on the fuel depot harms the scope for talks between Russia and Ukraine as negotiations resume. Meanwhile, Kyiv has declined to comment directly on Russian allegations that its forces struck a fuel depot in Belgorod. After the US President Joe Biden ordered the unprecedented release of oil reserves from strategic stockpiles to help ease the crude prices amid the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict.
Today I'm authorizing the release of 1 million barrels per day for the next 6 months, over 180 million barrels.
This as the US and other countries have barred imports of Russian oil and gas. Pope Francis made a historic apology to the indigenous peoples for the deplorable abuses that they suffered in Canada's church-run residential schools, and said he hoped to visit Canada soon and apologize in person to survivors. Nepal's Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba is on a 3-day visit to India and met with India's Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar along with Foreign Secretary Harsh Shringla in the Indian capital. The visit is likely to help restore bilateral ties. Hundreds of climate activists blocked oil terminals across Britain as part of their campaign to force the government to end its reliance on fossil fuels. The protests began after Britain saw the largest hike in the cost of energy in decades due to record global gas prices. France and India step up naval cooperation as warships from both the nations take part in the first edition of the multinational Indian Ocean Naval Symposium maritime exercise in the Arabian Sea. 11 people died and another 20 were injured after a bus crashed into a cliff in Paraná, Brazil. Authorities say that the bus was carrying more than 30 passengers who were workers from various regions in the country. Malaysia reopens its borders fully, allowing entry without quarantine to travelers who are vaccinated against COVID-19. Daniil Medvedev has missed out on a chance to return to the top of the world rankings. The Russian needed to reach the semifinals of the Miami Masters to overtake 20-time Grand Slam champion Novak Djokovic, but lost in the quarterfinals to defending champion Hubert Hurkacz. Giannis Antetokounmpo has become the all-time leading scorer for NBA franchise Milwaukee Bucks. The Greek freak scored 44 points to guide the reigning NBA champions to an overtime victory for the Brooklyn Nets, and in the process passed the tally of the legendary Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.